We are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I see you soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Come on in, family. Make sure you hit the thumbs up as you come in the building. If you did not, please do so. And if you're not part of the family, go ahead and subscribe. And guess what? Share the live. Make sure everybody knows that we're on. If you have not done it, go back and do it. I'm looking. And let's go.
It's a beautiful day.
Here we go.
My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along?
Hey family, how is everybody doing? Thank you. I see you, Danae. I done seen you come in the building giving a super chat. Danae, you are starting another ticket here. And we got you down. Okay. And I might have a ticket here for you somewhere. Let me look and see. No, I don't. That's a new ticket. I think we finished. What? No. No. Danae, here, let me throw that one in the trash. You got a ticket right here. Danae, here's your ticket. 516-581. Danae, you got you another ticket. You go, girl. So, welcome everybody. I know we're a little early, but we're going to get right into this because, hey, Curlin Walker, how you doing? Let me see who's all in the building real quick, you guys. Let me just see. We got Pekosha on here also. You know, Pekosha's in the building. And I told you guys randomly, not every time we come on, that the first 5 and the first 3 will get tickets. They will get tickets or we will be giving out gifts. So today is a ticket day. So the first 5 people that came in the building over here on YouTube get ticket and the first 3 on Pekosha. So Sonia Watts, you get a ticket. Here's your ticket right here because I'm going to go down the road. Here's your ticket right there. And the F is for the first. So we know that that's first. And then I got Diane Harrison. You get a ticket right here, Diane. Here's your ticket. You were second. There you go, Diane. Okay. And then we got Ruby Turner. If Ruby Turner, you get a ticket. Right here's your ticket. And there's that. You can always go back and look at the replay if I'm going a little bit fast. But we're not going to stay on here all day. And then we got Gloria Bates. Here's your ticket. Coming in here first. I already gave Pekosha theirs. So they got theirs. Dee Dee Williams, how you doing? Coming in the building. And we got Miss Philly G. She came in here. Miss Philly G, here's your ticket. 938-530. And there's Miss Philly G is in the building. All right. And Pekosha, it was Lisa Taylor, Cole, and Pookie. So those 3 got the tickets. It's 5 on YouTube and 3 on Pekosha. And Precocia's being very light, so you guys are letting you know. It took a while before Cole was the very first person in the building. But I want to thank you guys for coming in and sharing the day with us. We're just going to kick back. I'm going to talk to you guys today. And I know we're early, you guys. So bling bling with Elaine or Illy? Bling bling is in the building. How you doing? Let me see who's all in the building over here and YouTube. We got Sonia Watts. We got Diane. Zena Turbert came in there. I don't know when she came in, but okay. Zena Turbert's in there. Then we got Monica. We got Wave in there. She says, on my way home. Yeah, Ruby. I don't know, Wave. Sherry is in the building. Wave, I don't know. People are going to be mad at me what I'm going to say today, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. And then we got Latoya in the building. Hey, Latoya. We got Katrina, Mildred, Sherry Cox, Jamie. We got Jackie Bartiz. We got Wade Campbell in the building. We got Gloria. Glory, glory, hallelujah. We got Michelle. We got Danae. Curlin. We got Remetro. We got Remetro. I don't know. Remetro Yetta. I hope I'm saying that right. Miss Didi. She's in both channels. Okay. Jamie and Monica and Sugar Mama and Lukewarm and Illy is in here. Illy. There's another Illy. Uh-oh. I think we're going to be attacked, you guys. I am Coyote. I think we're going to be attacked today. I need mods to be on deck. Because something tells me something ain't right about all that white milk up there now. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, you guys, I'm looking at some names and they're looking kind of different. So anyway, Shalana Phillips, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome back. Welcome back. And we got Lordy the Goat over here. How you doing, Lordy the Goat? And we got King. We got Woke the God. So, and we got Didi, we got Purple D, we got Cole, we got Amari, we got Amari, we got some over here. We got Pookie over here. We got Lordy the Goat. First I said Lady the Goat. Now it's Lordy the Goat. You guys, I said it wrong. And I already told her, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just butchering some stuff. People get mad. They be like, you butchering my name. You know, everybody got all these names. She says, I'm good, Mama. What about you? I'm good. I'm good, but I be getting a lot of stuff mixed up, especially when I come in and I got something to talk to you guys about. Lordy the Goat says, I'm a guy. Okay, Lordy the Goat is a guy. All right, Lordy the Goat. We're going to remember that from now on, because sometimes most of the women be calling themselves the goat. But you the goat, you the greatest of all times. You the greatest of all times. I am Kodi. What's going on? If I don't say too much over here on Precocia, you guys just remember I am trying to stay focused on what's going on. So we're going to talk about Codi Bigsby, and hashtag Codi Bigsby is always welcome in both channels, or you could put up the blue hearts for Codi, because that's signifying that you are thinking about Codi. And I just want to welcome Lordy the Goat. He's a guy. He's a guy. Lisa then came in the building. How you doing, Lisa? Welcome back. Lisa Calhoun then came in here, and Woke the God is on both channels. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, somebody gave, I don't know who gave, but they gave, let me see, Woke the God gave a swimming. Thank you for the swimmer. Okay, so when the gifts comes in on the Poco, Poco land, you guys, y'all, I can't stop in the middle of a conversation, so don't think that I'm being mean or rude or whatever. We got Lisa in that pink and looking good on you, girl. That pink looks good on you. It looks good on you. You go with your bad self. Keep up. So anyway, we got 59 over here in YouTube, and we've got 5, 6, 7, 8 over here in Precocia land. Let's get started. So, you guys, we're going to talk about Codi Bigsby today. I know everybody said, are you tired of talking about Codi Bigsby? I need to get it in you guys' head, something that's finna happen. And I want you to be very familiar with what's really going on. Hey, plus size, what you doing? I want you to be very familiar with what's finna happen. Friday, the family is going to have a press conference. Okay? And it's going to be a poor Kodi press conference that he doesn't deserve this since they can't get Kodi on charges of the disappearance of Codi Bigsby. They're mad, so they're running after this father, this African American black man that had a stellar job, and he is African American. He was in the army for 20 years. He went to tour for 4, and he was supposed to be raising these children. Now, what happened between him and the baby's mama, I don't know. I can't tell you. And I'm not going to try to tell you. But what I can say is if you honestly want to really know what's going on, this is going to probably be a little graphic today. If your stomach can't take it, you got to get out the kitchen right now. I'm going to tell you right now, get on out the kitchen because I'm going to tell it like a TI is today. Because you know what? I need you guys to know to stay focused on what we're really dealing with here. You know why? Because when Friday get here, some people's going to go, yeah, you know, this black man is really getting a lot of charges. 162 years. He's looking at doing 162 years. 162 years for, they're like negligence. Negligence. Who gets 162 years for negligence? That's a slap on the wrist. That's a fine. That is some, some classes or something. It's more to it than that, you guys. I want you guys to know it's more to it than that. Okay? If you looked at the thumbnail that we have on YouTube, there's a video out that is breaking down some of the charges. They're breaking down the charges, telling you what he got charged for, when he got charged for it, and how he got charged. We're not even talking about Codi right now. Codi is still missing, and we don't know where he is. But remember, the chief says it's not a mystery. It's very little, but it's not a mystery what happened to these kids. You guys remember Chief Mark Torbert said that? Please put a 1 in the chat if you guys remember Chief Mark Torbert saying it's not a mystery. Please, please, please. You gotta engage and talk to me back because I don't like talking to myself. And when I talk to myself, I go round in circles and y'all say, you just said that, SP. Well, I didn't know. Okay, you guys remember, he said it's not a mystery. Now, when you look at the charges, the new charges that he's gotten, let's run back a little bit because we have it on video. I showed it to you before. Let me tell you, a newscast put up the charges and they broke it down. You know what? There was only but 24 views on that newscast. Why is that? 24, not 2,400, not 2,400, 24. It's more people in here 3 times that. You know why? Because people is not going to tell you what happened to these children. Keep in mind, and I'm glad Lisa is in the building. If she wants to come up and tell us, I'm going to tell you in layman's term what I see. And I know I caught somebody's attention because I spelled Codi with a K. Okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. So I do know what I'm talking about. Okay? That's for the people that thinking that they're going to play with me. Because I could bring it out. Okay? Okay. So anyway, Bev says, okay, We are Codi Voice says, okay. Okay. Y'all getting what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. So listen. Yeah. I gave you a little bit of you. If you get it, you know I know what I'm talking about. So don't come for me. Please do not come for me. Because the detective told me do not put out something that is not true. So if I put it out there, I do have the receipts for it. Okay? Okay. You can go take them and put them wherever you want. I got them. Okay? Okay. Cole says, okay. Purple D says, okay. Ruby Davis says, we're going to give a super chat. Okay, you guys. I know. Ruby, let me hurry up and get you in here real quick. Ruby got a super chat. Here you go, Ruby. Here's your two numbers right here. I got them backwards for you. It came up real quick. I don't see it. I'm trying to find it right here. My thing just don't want to do right. Here you go, right here. 938-526 twice. Ruby, you're in there. All right. So listen to this, and it's going to be over here on YouTube. Kosha, you can only listen to it, but that's okay. Please, thank you for those hashtags over there. I love those hashtags. And please, I do want Lisa to listen to this because we talked about this before, but I don't think you guys got it. And it is not even 5 o'clock yet, but we're going to go ahead and get started because I got to bring this up. This video, one of these videos only got 24 views, you guys, but it breaks down the new charges. And on the new charges, they say that it is gross and unwanted and culpable. And we're going to break that down. And I'm going to tell you what it means in layman's terms. But I want you to hear for yourself. We got it. So I am going to share. I'm going to share my screen. Anybody that's over here on Precocious that wants to see this, we are on YouTube under SP News Nuggets. We're live right now, so you can come and join us over there if you like. Thank you. We are Kodi's Voice, and I will give you your super chat in just a minute. We are Kodi's Voice. Let me try to pull up this video.
Now this afternoon, we are learning new information about the case against Kodi Bigsby, the father of 4-year-old Codi Bigsby, who was reported missing now more than 5 months ago. News 3 reporter Penny Commit pouring through the new charges just handed down by a grand jury.
These court documents just released this morning out of Hampton Circuit Court show that Kodi Bigsby left at least one or more of his children home alone on 7 different occasions. These papers say that they were left alone long enough for it to be considered a reckless disregard for human life. Kodi Bigsby was indicted on 3 counts by a grand jury after being arrested for child neglect charges unrelated to Kodi's disappearance. Court documents show Kodi Bigsby neglected to care for at least one of his 4 children on December 13th through 15th, again on December 28th, on January 11th and 25th, then once more on February 1st.
Okay, so family, I want you guys to understand. Look at these dates again. We did figure out it's always on a Tuesday. They said that he left these kids alone on December the 13th through the 15th. That's 13, 14, 15. That's 72 hours. Then on December the 28th, he left the kids alone again. Then on January the 11th, he left the kids home alone again. Then on the 25th, he left the kids home alone again. But when they're talking about February the 1st, they're not talking about home alone. Everybody understand what I'm saying? Please put a 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying, because I'm going somewhere. I want you guys to get this. I want you guys to understand what is getting ready to take place. Now, the police is not going to say it, but you know what? I'm not going to get in trouble because I'll say it. I'll say it. Amari says, say it. Light Vision says, say it. Sanja says, say it. Philly Chick, okay. So, I was saying before, I said, hold on, because I don't want to miss giving We Are Kodi's Voice her tickets. We Are Kodi's Voice. That's, oh, you got a whack V. Wag. Here's your tickets right here. I'll show them when we get off of the screen. I got your tickets right here, so I won't forget it. So check this out. Remember, I came on here and I said, you guys, the news reporter is not putting down the ending of the date. They're not saying if this is 2021 or 2022. I said, how? How in the world did he get a charge in February the 1st? How in the world did he get a charge in February the 1st? He was in jail. Remember, he called in Kodi missing January the 31st. I could be wrong, but I doubt it, you guys. He called in Kodi missing January the 31st. He caught a charge on those children. We're not talking about Kodi now. We're talking about the other three. One of the other three or all three of them. But at least we know one of the three, he caught charges of, guess what? This gross and wanton culpable act against a child. February the 1st, 2022. So we're thinking one of the kids got a broken leg. We're thinking one of the kids got some bruises that's healing. When they say gross, let's define what gross mean, okay? Don't go nowhere. Gross is meaning especially a wrongdoing. Very obvious and unacceptable. You guys already know where I'm going. I know you know where I'm going. Come on. If we're going to tell it, we're going to tell it all. This is going to be gross, you guys. It's not as going to be as gross as it was for those children. Remember, Chief says, make no mistakes. We know. So gross meaning especially wrongdoing. Very obvious and unacceptable. Wanting. The wanting. Let's go a little bit more because she's going to put it up here for us.
Documents say Bigsby committed an act against a child that was, quote, so gross, wanton, and culpable as to show a reckless disregard for human life.
We're not talking about Kodi. We're talking about the three kids that he still have. We're not, come on. Oh, Bev. I want to call you Beef, but Bev, come on now. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's very obvious. Gross is very obvious and unacceptable. So wanting, definition of wanting, you look it up. W-A-N-T-O-N. W-A-N-T-O-N. In layman's terms, it is cruel or violent action. Now, we're not talking about Kodi. We're talking about the three kids that he still have. Cruel and violent action, deliberately and unprovoked, sexually unrestrained. Come on, you guys. Having in a sexual unrestraining way. Okay? Everybody with me? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys are understanding what I'm saying. Because I know people going to come after me and say, SP, da-da-da-da-da. Why do you think the grand jury gave him 162 freaking years? Because he left his kids at home? Come on. They have to show evidence. It ain't because he just left his kids at home, you guys. This child, the one of the three or all of the three that was still in his custody, that he was still responsible for, it's shown that these things is happening. Culpable. What do that mean, SP? So it says so gross, wanting, and culpable. Culpable meaning he's to blame. He's guilty and as fault in wrongdoing, blameworthy, blamable, accountable, especially liable. Whether you watched it or you allowed it to happen or you engaged into the cruel and unviolent action against an unprovoked child that can't defend themselves. So we're wondering, or okay, so we're wondering, we're thinking, oh, did one of the kids' legs is broke or whatever? I'm just telling you, this is what I see. The chief says, make no mistake. We know exactly. Like Vision said, I had to say it. We know exactly. So what's now getting ready to take place, you guys, if I'm wrong, hang me up on the cross. We're not even talking about Kodi. Kodi's missing, probably because of all of this stuff. Crystal said, I hope this is not true. Okay, let's talk a little bit. So here's the thing. I don't care if we're not worried about the meter on precaution. I'm just letting you guys know now. I'm going to say what it is. Because I'm sick and tired of all these people running around and lying and saying what they want to say and thinking I don't have some receipts. Oh, but I do. Oh, but I do. Hey, Jose, how you doing? We're not paying attention to the words that they're using. I have not even talked to Lisa, but I guarantee you, if she calls in and tell you these words that I'm showing you right here, that's what it means. I don't have to talk to no attorney to know what they're saying. So when Friday get here, you think about what they're saying. You didn't see this news report. Only 24 people seen it. And I bet you I'm 3 or 4 of those 24. I guarantee you I'm 4 of them. It says so gross and wanting and couple. Oh, okay, let's back it up a little bit. Let's back it up a little bit.
And 25th, then once more on February 1st. Documents say Bigsby committed an act against a child that was, quote, so gross, wanton, and culpable as to show a reckless disregard for human life.
What do you think they're saying? And this is what they're now got to do some damage control and get us to start thinking about, oh, this is a black man and this, that, and the other. I told you guys, I don't know what happened to Kodi. I just believe that he didn't leave the kids at home by themselves. I've always said that. Hey, Pretty K, how you doing? Thank you for coming on in. You guys understand what I'm saying? Somebody could have been with them. And because I just don't believe it. Now, who was with them? I don't know why he won't tell. I don't know. But I can tell you that these other children is showing signs of this other stuff. Okay, so the mother is not in the picture. The mother, let's finish this. Let me back up a little bit. I want you guys to get this in your head that this is just
Bigsby neglected to care for at least one of his 4 children on December 13th through 15th, again on December 28th, on January 11th and 25th, then once more on February 1st. Documents say Bigsby committed an act against a child that was, quote, so gross, wanton, and culpable as to show a reckless disregard for human life. Charges from February 1st also include 2 misdemeanors for, quote, failure to secure medical attention for an injured or battered child. Those charges came just 1 day after Corey reported his son Codi missing. In a statement, Bigsby's attorney, Amina Matheny Willard, responded to these indictments, saying in part, quote, the indictments carry one clear message. Corey Bigsby had nothing to do with Codi's disappearance. The indictments at hand are absolute nonsense. Corey Bigsby could face.
She says the indictment is nonsense. These charges is nonsense. Okay, family, help me understand when a child is, when you got something going on sexually, even if it's just let's just say it like this. Why would they say a broken arm is gross and wanting? And you know, that's not gross to me. Is that gross to you? I mean, a child can break his leg and I don't know it. That's not gross to me. That just means I missed the mark. I didn't know that he fell off the slide and I just didn't get him no medical insurance. That's not gross to me. That just means I missed the mark. So for this attorney to say it's nonsense, it's irrelevant. Why are there? Oh my goodness. Okay, when a child is hurting because of adults of some kind of sexual act, this is when you use these words: gross, wanting, culpable. And then for them to give him 162 years, it is not. They didn't ask 1 people, 2, it's 12 people that said there is enough evidence to say, look, he can get 162 years for what you've been doing to these kids. I'll say it again. It says gross meaning exceptional wrongdoing. Very, very obvious and unacceptable. Wanting mean, that's the word you need to look up. WANTON. That's the word you guys need to look up. When you look up that word right here, let's back it up. You look up this word right here.
Wanton and culpable.
When you look up that word right there, you're going to get a very good look at what we're dealing with here. Now, like I said, she says, you think he may have sold Codi? Pretty K says it's obvious. Some things is obvious. Grossly, careless, or negligence, reckless, malicious. The term wanting implies a reckless disregard of the consequences. For the consequences of one's behavior. A wanting act is one done in heedless disregard of life, limbs, health, safety, reputation, properties, rights of another individual. But look up wanting when you're talking about the law. There's a difference when you go into the dictionary and you want to just look up a word, but you're close. I mean, it does mean all that, but when you're talking about law against these children, you're just not talking about just a reckless act. Please, I'm understanding. We Are Codi Voice says sexually unrestrained or having many casual sexual relationships, typically used of a woman. Her cheeks burned as she recalled how forward she had been, how wanting. Pisces Princess says of a cruel and violent action, deliberately and unprovoked. That came from the legal dictionary. Okay, got you. This is making my stomach turn. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. So when people gonna be in their feelings, and I know you know what, I'm just letting you guys know, I'm all for when somebody's civil rights is being violated. Don't get me wrong. I'm with that. I do not watch TV toxic at all whatsoever. So I'm just letting you know. Let me go ahead and finish this because I want you guys to hear it right from the beginning. Here we go.
Now, this afternoon, we are learning new information about the case against Corey Bigsby, the father of 4-year-old Kodi Bigsby, who was reported missing now more than 5 months ago. News 3 reporter Penny Commit pouring through the new charges just handed down by a grand jury.
These court documents just released this morning out of Hampton Circuit Court show that Corey Bigsby left at least one or more of his children home alone on 7 different occasions. These papers say that they were left alone long enough for it to be considered a reckless disregard for human life. Corey Bigsby was indicted on 30 counts by a grand jury after being arrested for child neglect charges unrelated to Kodi's disappearance. Court documents show Corey Bigsby neglected to care for at least one of his 4 children on December 13th through 15th, again on December 28th, on January 11th and 25th, then once more on February 1st. Documents say Bigsby committed an act against a child that was, quote, so gross, wanton, and culpable as to show a reckless disregard for human life. Charges from February 1st also include 2 misdemeanors for, quote, failure to secure medical attention for an injured or battered child. Those charges came just one day after Corey reported his son Kodi missing. In a statement,
Okay, Lisa said it don't have to be sexual. Lisa says it don't have to be sexual. But did you just hear the woman say he picked up that charge for what? He picked up the charge for an injury or battered. Here's the thing. Check this out. The mom came down, got the kids with her attorney, which we don't know, but allegedly, right? Allegedly, the mom came down and got the kids. What will make CPS go get them kids from the mama? I'm not getting in y'all feelings. I'm just telling you. Here's the thing. Think about what I'm saying. And I know what column is saying. It don't have to be sexual. 162 years. Listen, 162 years because the child's leg is broke. 162 years because this child's leg is broke. Get the heck out of Dodge. 162 years because this child's leg is broke. $162 years. Nobody gets no 162 years. If they're giving this man 162 years because the child's leg is broke or whatever, you know what? I'm going to go get on Corey's side. I'm going to get on his side. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't understand what just happened to these children. They went and picked those kids up. The mother, listen, you guys, if mama was out of these kids' life for 2 years, they have no rights to go get those kids. She didn't do anything. She could say, I'm going to give them to my cousin. I'm going to give them to my nephew. I'm going to give them to my sister. I'm going to give them to Peter or Paul or whatever. They took the kids because it ain't because just of a broken leg. You can't make me think that. No, it is written that it got to be sexual. But 162 years, read between the lines, 162 years, come on. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. I'm not buying it. I am not buying it at all. I'm just not buying it at all. And you guys, you know what? It's time to do some So soon as the charges came out, the family was like, we're going to do a press conference. We're going to do a press conference. You know, the best thing that the family can do right now, and I'm just going to say this, you know, the best thing that the family can do is they picked the wrong attorney. I'm not saying she's a bad attorney. I'm just saying they picked the wrong attorney because she went against Antoine Bell. She wanted to be Commonwealth attorney. Could you right now imagine if she was the Commonwealth attorney and this child was missing and these kids going through some things? Could you just imagine her saying this is nonsense? Oh, let me tell you something, you guys. I'm looking at the grand jury had enough evidence, not one person, 2, 3, 4, 12 people, to say, look, the prosecution, only thing that they can do is present it to them. They can present it to them. The grand jury makes the decision of what? You get what I'm saying? For something to look like 162 years, this is not about a broken leg. This is not about, and guess what? This ain't even about Kodi. This is about what they see right now. Who gets 162 years? I told you, R. Kelly didn't even get 162. He got 30 years, and everybody's like, he done married this young woman and having people eating doo-doo out of a cup. He didn't get 162 years. 162 years tell you right there. Guess what? They're not going to just come in here saying, oh, well, he left his kid home that day, and he left his kid home that day, and he left his kid home that day. 162 years, and then they went and picked up the other kids. Okay, let me shut up. Let me shut up and let y'all finish. Let me shut up.
Bigsby's attorney, Amina Matheny Willard, responded to these indictments saying in part, quote, the indictments carry one clear message. Kodi Bigsby had nothing to do with Kodi's disappearance. The indictments at hand are absolute nonsense. Kodi Bigsby could face up to 162 years in prison for these charges. We're also told that Kodi Bigsby's family has scheduled a press conference for Friday, July 15th.
A source tells me these new charges in this indictment are not related to Kodi's disappearance. Now, this comes more than 5 months after Kodi was reported missing, and as this tribute near his neighborhood behind me continues to grow, with many hoping that he'll be brought back home soon. Miracles do happen. Brandon Adams often visits this tribute, balloons, signs, and stuffed animals for Kodi Bigsby. For Adams, the case hits home, living in the same neighborhood and having a son similar in age to Kodi. It has an effect on you when you know that somebody else lost a son in the community. I pray for his family and pray for him.
Thank you, Pretty K, for all those hearts.
His family and us get some answers. Tuesday, Adams found out about a 30-count indictment against Kodi's father, Kodi Bigsby. The new charges in this indictment include 15 charges of child neglect for leaving the children home alone, 4 more charges of alleged child abuse, and 2 more child neglect charges connected to those child abuse charges. We've also learned there are a couple of misdemeanor charges added. These are for failure to secure medical attention for an injured child. In a statement, Bigsby's attorney, Amina Matheny Willard, said in part, today's indictments carry one clear message. Kodi Bigsby had nothing to do with Kodi's disappearance. The indictments at hand are absolute nonsense. This case is not a prosecution. It's a modern-day lynching.
I think we've all been anticipating more charges coming, but for us, it doesn't change anything for us. Up here on the Eastern Shore,
Joe Slabinski and others with Water Team Inc. have been searching for Kodi from the start. Last week, their team spent time on the Eastern Shore looking for any signs of the Hampton 4-year-old.
He is a 4-year-old boy, and regardless of what happened.
Okay. I'm going to come back on the live. Okay. So, what I'm saying, family, I want you guys to take a really good look. Yes, there's some injuries. They're saying that these charges has nothing to do with Kodi. These charges has nothing to do with Kodi, you guys. And if they're overcharging him 162 years just because, you know, what you guys want to talk about or whatever, I understand that. You guys understand what I'm saying? If anybody got anything to say, let me see here. We are Kodi's Voice. Here's your tickets right here. WACV. We are Kodi's Voice. Here are your tickets right here. 938-525, 938-524. You got 4 of them right there. Whack V. Whack V. You guys, I'm telling you right now, you guys can tell me what you want to tell me. Thank you for sharing. You can tell me what you want to tell me. 162 years. They went and picked up the kids with the mama. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. Why would they pick up the kids with the mama? You tell me. She wasn't there. She wasn't around them. CPS took them. Yes. Because one of them got a broken arm or a leg or whatever. If mama wasn't there, mama didn't do it. Do you not know that they never did say that the mom is not a suspect? They just said that he's the primary suspect. Like if they want to find Kodi, he's gonna have to tell them. You guys understand what I'm saying? Okay. I don't believe, hey, Valerie Montgomery is a member for 13 months. They late being a member over 3 months. Yeah. Mom knew something. Dee Dee says, I have a different view on this. What's your view? You guys can call in or you can come up if you want to. Just tell me what you want to do. What is your view? You can put it in the chat. I'll read it or whatever. Tell me what's your view. So what I'm saying, you guys, is these kids probably been touched or whatever. How did the mama knew something, Dee Dee? How would the mama know if she wasn't in these kids' life for 2 years? So whatever's happened to these kids, it's been happening more than 2 years. Because how in the world would they go over to the mama and take them kids? See, scar tissue can prove there's been something going on for a long time. Scar tissue, scar tissue. Things. I believe the mom was visiting her kids. I believe the mom was visiting her kids. Cool. Miss Tina says they had to have a reason. They have to have a reason. They can tell how long a bone was fractured previously. Okay. Crystal says a fractured bone, previous a fractured bone. True that. They just said that there was pending charges against the mother, that's why they took the children from her. There is pending charges. I told you guys that. There's got to be pending charges. This mother knows more. Trust me. This mother knows. I know she's got to. Danae says, didn't think about that. There's somewhere, I took a picture of it. I don't know where it is. I took a picture where they also said, I told you guys, they never did just say, oh, the mom is exempt. I mean, we ain't got, you know what I'm saying? They didn't say that. They never did say that. She is keeping her mouth shut because she's taking the fifth. Curl says maybe the mom did something and that's why he took the kids. Could be. Could be. I'm just telling you that these kids, and I'm not just talking about Cody. You guys, I mean, you got to love his siblings too. Crystal said that video didn't help her. Exactly. Dang, where have I been? CSP, that's why we haven't heard from the mother. Exactly. That's why you haven't heard from her. I don't think mom knows she is also suspect. Yes, she knows she's a suspect. When she wouldn't speak, she became a suspect. Okay, here's the thing. They call you. They say, ring. Hello. Hey, Miss GB Jobby. Your kids is missing down here in Hampton, Virginia. We can't find one of your kids. Okay, well, we need you to come down here to the station and give us some information. She says, okay, I'll be down there. 10 hours later, in my SpongeBob voice. 10 hours later, she shows up with an attorney. And you know what Chief Mark says? I remember this, just one thing I remember. One of the reporters asked Chief Mark, so is the mother cooperating? And he was like, she's answering questions that we can ask her, that we're asking of her, that we can ask her. That's what he said. And I said, what do you mean she answering the questions that you can ask her? That means there's questions that she's not answering because of her attorney saying she don't have to. So they had to go another route. And then they never put a picture out there. They never said her name because they can't say she's a suspect when she can tell you where she was on the 30th and the 31st. But when the kid came up missing and they say they presume that the child being missing way before this situation, guess what? Her attorney says she don't have to answer any more questions. You know why? Because guess what? She has her rights. She can take the fifth. She don't have to answer no questions. So I'm going out on the ledge. I'm going out on the ledge and saying, you guys, when you look at 162 years, you tell me, what do you see? Do you see broken leg, just a broken leg, or leaving some children at home? Is that what you guys see? Because this is not the police giving him 162 years. This is a body of your peers of 12 people that says, look, he's, this. And you've got evidence that this stuff is so. 12 grand jury. And you know what? When it goes to court, and we get to hearing some stuff, because it's starting to come up. They got a court date. I think it's like the 22nd and the 29th of this month. More stuff is going to slip out. Hey, Sonia Joseph, how you doing? Valerie Montgomery. From the Codi group, they were saying he had the children because she gave them to him and he was abusive to her. She didn't want the children. Right. Sonia Joseph says, it's seriously wrongdoing. Didn't she have a child die? Yes, she did. Remy says, no, it's more than that. No, Didi says, no, she is not cooperating. Pretty K says, You guys, if you guys want to call in, we got a little bit of time. You can tell me what you think or you believe, but I'm going to put my money on, there was some things going on. Happy birthday, Sugar Mama. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I heard that he had custody of the children. 2, I see a sick human. But you guys, I'm going to tell you something. Just think of it like this. Just really, really pay attention to it. Okay? Really, we're living in the last days. We really are. And if we just look at, somebody got to literally tell you, if my child, if this was my child, and the grand jury gave him, because he already has 7, and now he's got a total of 30. So that's 23 more charges. 23 more charges. They're not going to put that stuff out here on any news or social media of this, what I'm telling you. They're not going to do it. You guys understand what I'm saying? Do you guys understand? I hope you guys hear me. It is Sugar Mama's birthday, you guys. Remy says, happy birthday, Sugar Mama. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I believe the whole family found those children. I believe the whole family found those children. So I'm just saying, you guys, I'll go out on a limb and I'll say it. I believe when Friday come, we're going to listen to the family tell us how wrong Kodi has been, and in the civil right of him not giving him an attorney. That's what they're wrong about. Okay? No mistakes. They even said he asked for an attorney twice. And it was not, actually, I even had some information on that. Hey, this is SP.
Hey, SP, this is Bellflower. There's got to be more than what they're letting out because, what is it, Michael Vick had 5 years for abusing a dog. And, scar tissue, I had for chemotherapy in 2017, 2018, and my veins, they still cannot get a vein because of the scar tissue. So how long has this baby been injured? But hey, he has injured one, and what happened to Kodi? So what's gonna
see, here's the thing, Valerie. Okay, we're talking about children, and they're not going to put that type of information out here. So, and the attorney knows that. So while she's sitting there saying this is excessive, this is about leaving some children at home. It's more than about leaving some children at home. It's not about Kodi. When they went to that court, they wasn't talking about Kodi. They're talking about these 3 kids with 162 years. So you don't get 162 years because you got a broken leg.
Something else has happened with the children today. Either through medical examining of them, which they can talk, but doing probably x-rays, blood work, and examining them kids, say, to the teeth, and they don't found something.
Right.
They would put the back part of the time. Or the murders get 20 years, but 160 some years, something else is up. Something else is up.
Yeah. Okay, talk to me for just a minute, okay? Because 162 years, if this was just about a broken leg, and I know that's serious, but if it was just about a broken leg, I would say 162 years is very excessive. That would be very excessive. If this was just about just leaving your kids at home alone several times, I would still say that was very excessive, right? This don't have anything to do with the police. They can only present information. The grand jury comes up with, the charges in how many years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they have to present the grand jury with evidence to even get this case to the trial and what you will get. So either the FBI done come back with some blood work or they done found something else and they're just not letting it out. That attorney ain't doing her job. Because I would say you have to show me that the grand jury, they had to present something damaging enough for them to put that type of time out there. So he will leave there in a fine box, is what they say.
Right.
don't know this case. I say I try not to stress.
I mean, did you ever think about it though? Did you ever think about it? When they came out with the 162 years, did you think about, is this about Kodi? This is not about Kodi at all.
So they're not saying if it is. Are all the children which are wild and broken leg, is that all the injuries one the child had? Or do all three of them have? Is there sexual abuse? Is there other injuries on the other children?
Right.
What's really going on?
Right.
There's no way in heck I would put my baby in the hands of somebody if you abuse me. I'm not going to leave my child with you. First of all, I'm not going to stay with you. But to let you see my child unattended or drop my child off, that's like putting your child in the lion's den.
Right.
So I said, wait a minute, but Mama got some explaining to do too, because those kids, I said, no, Kodi's been gone before December. No, she's time at Christmas time, you'll see kids with toys, or pictures. I mean, something on your phone, some sort of pictures of these babies playing. But where have these kids been? And what did the baby say? They was left over there alone. They'd be on top of dresses, hollering out the windows, and he's not even there. What if one of them would have fell out that window?
Right.
So there's something else that is damning where they would come with them charges. They really have to have a tight case for the grand jury to indict him.
Well, I mean, and it's hard. It's hard. Okay, just remember, in the California City boys case, they said that one of the kids' femur was broken. That's the hardest bone in the body, the femur. Then now we're finding out that both legs was broke. But I mean, the mama didn't go to jail or anything. She said she was at work. The mama didn't go to jail. They did take the kids, but the mama didn't get not one charge or anything.
Yeah, that's what
So now looking at this case where there's 3 kids and he's got 162 he's looking at doing 162 years.
Maybe they made a typo.
Yeah, she took the babies to the hospital. Here's the thing, Miss Tina. Kodi came up missing and he called the police. So that is actually trying to get some help.
Right. But this other baby.
But the other kids are messed up somewhere, some way too.
Yeah.
He got.
Reported the next day.
Yep. Yep.
So you trying to pay Peter to Rob Paul, or what are you doing? You trying to take the attention off the building? Oh, but this one is injured. Oh, well, I'll call, or they done found out this child is injured because you go to the police station with them, thinking they're not going to arrest you. No. They have DPS down there at Children's Service, or officers sit with them until the worker come, or Children's Service, or the mother show up, or whatever. And she must have had some sort of case to why show up with an attorney.
Well, and here's right. Well, here's the thing. I don't even understand how they can keep the mom away from her children.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
How can they keep the mom away from her children unless they know that the mom was, you know what I'm saying? Because, okay, look at the Cash Gurner case. Mama was way in Houston. Daddy is in Dallas, Texas. One kid come up dead, the twins. The mama came straight down to the police department and got her kids. Monica turned around and said she ain't got them kids, but the mama had them kids.
Yeah. Something is shady. And she knows that that's his habit of leaving the kids alone. She could have went there and it's really begin from what the chief said. This baby has been gone from there. There was nothing but blood in that bathroom. So whatever transpired with Kodi, they got the threads. You seen all the bags they were checking out.
Right.
So they're really threading through that information, and they're just not letting that out. They probably come out at trial, but they probably presented it to the grand jury. For them to see what those charges are with that That's not good. You break a baby's leg, they like, wait a minute. They don't even have bones for them. They have bristles. Their bones are those really form or really get stronger until they're about 5 or so. I said, so something has really went wrong here. If he didn't do anything to it, and if he's hiding somebody, he needs to tell me because that baby deserves justice, all of them. If you're abusing these kids, yeah, you put your behind in jail. But if you just killed one or got rid of buried it or whatever you've done to this baby, he deserves a voice. Everybody want to talk about Corey? He went missing on your watch. You reported him missing. So when did he come up missing? Was it in January or was it in November or October? Witching hour. Like I said, Halloween, there's a lot going on, this and that and the other. He probably didn't figure out, they claiming this and all this and that. Wasn't in school yet, so it should be a school break. So, I think something's got to be up.
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. All righty. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, somebody's I want to read something real quick, and I'm not trying to point nobody out or anything, but I just got to make sure that like when people like say something in the chat, you guys, and we found out, oh, you're welcome, thank you. Yeah. Anyway, Judy's a family member. Hey, Amari, I love you too. Judy's a family member, and she says Ryan picked her kids up from daycare and our babysitter. Okay, Judy, it came out that I don't know if you know, but the dad was babysitting the kids. Okay, he was the babysitter. I don't know why people call daddies babysitters, but it wasn't like a babysitter like at the daycare or anything of that nature. It was the daddy that was watching the kids. I hate to say that, but that's what came out in some information, late in the latest information. It was not just one femur; it was two. It was two broken bones also. So the daddy babysitted the kid, and then yeah, the baby was crying, so Ryan did take the child to the hospital, and the hospital called it in, and that's what I heard from the beginning. That okay, I know that's what you heard from the beginning. We heard the same thing. It was just a babysitter or the daycare. But then we found out that the daddy was babysitting the kids. Okay, but he's not the daddy for both kids. Not only that, you guys, I want you guys to know, I'm finna get off of here. Diddy says, what? Yeah, hey, we're not going to worry about the meter. I'm going to take a freeze anyway. But I want you guys to know this, that on the Tyrese Gibson case, they started it yesterday. I think I told you guys. I don't know if you guys know that. On the Tyrese Gibson case down there in Texas, Tyrese is still missing, but they started court yesterday, you guys. Okay, so people that was following the Tyrese Gibson case, we should be hearing what's going on really soon, and we're still keeping up what's going on. I actually was going to do a Tyrese Tuesday yesterday, and other things just hit the ground. I want you guys, everybody in here, to just think about those 162 years that he's looking at, okay? Look at that. I want to thank everybody that gave. It was We Are Kodi's Voice, Ruby, let me see, those are Miss Philly G. We Are Kodi's Voice and Ruby, I guess. And Ruby. Thank you guys for the super chat. And you guys just be good, be safe. I'll see you guys Friday. We're gonna rock it. And we're going to come on And whatever they talk about on the press conference, we're going to talk about it. Now, I'm going to just let you guys know. I don't, you know what? When it comes to civil rights, they're wrong on that. And I'm 100% behind them on that. But other than that, that's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Do we get a ticket for being last? No, Diddy. Tyrese Gibson disappeared August 22nd, 2020. He was last seen at his residence, picked up by a young lady named Brianna. 4 suspects have been arrested in the disappearance of Tyrese Gibson. The 4th suspect will be tried as an adult. Any information can help. If you know anything, please call Jacksonville Police Department 903-586-2549. If you see something, say something.